Ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed a great honor for me to introduce Dr. Khalid Abdullah Tariq Al-Mansour to you this evening. Dr. Mansour has a BA degree from Howard University. He has majored in philosophy and logic. Minor courses was in history and economics. He then went to the University of California at Berkeley, where he obtained a law degree, a Doctor of Jurisprudence in Law. He was subsequently admitted to practice in the Supreme Courts of the United States of America. He has also lectured at both his alma maters, as well as at universities of San Francisco, Harvard, Florida A&M, and many other international universities, to mention a few. Besides being a member of various bar associations, he is also a member of various Islamic Centers of America. He also serves on boards of directors covering the spectrum of biomedicine, electronics, insurance, real estate, and banking. He has written and published extensively and lectured on topics far too varied to mention here. In short, I now present to you Dr. Khalid Al-Mansour, who will be speaking to us on the mind and the mindless. Will the West control forever? Jazakallah.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It is a very great pleasure for me to be here this evening, and I must thank this organization for giving me the opportunity to address a subject that I feel very strongly about. I feel, in fact, that unless we, as responsible Muslims, understand the process whereby the world conflict will operate, we will be Muslims in name only. We will be empty shells, following rituals religiously and assiduously, but without substance. The battle of the 21st century is the battle of the mind. The battle of the 19th and the 20th century represented the battle of military might and power. The superpowers and the contenders to the throne have now recognized that all the nuclear capability in the world cannot guarantee control. Ask Mr. Gorbachev. As Eastern Europe disintegrates before your eyes as a meteorite, elusive to the most brilliant soothsayer, prophet, and predictor, the superpowers are forced to recognize the money that was spent on a war economy by the United States and Russia provided Japan and Germany, who lost the war, to be at the economic top. Consequently, the West has now recognized that they cannot control the world, of which they are less than 13% today, and in 60 years will be less than 8% with nuclear capability. The only hope for controlling a third world by a very small minority is to convince that third world that they want to be ruled and controlled by a small group of white Christians and Jews. And the greatest threat to the monopoly of power for control is Islam. Why do I say that? At one time, Judaism, for some people, represented a threat. The Europeans, in 740 AD, discovered, quite by accident, a way to take Judaism over and control it. Every century from 740 AD, the religion of Judaism came into the hands of the European Jews who were converts. They are not original Jews. You will be pleased to read Arthur Koestler's book called The 13th Tribe. Arthur Koestler is one of the most renowned, distinguished Jewish scholars. He wrote a book and he acknowledged that he had misgivings about letting it become public. He said, I know the research is accurate and I know the conclusions are true, but someone might misconstrue this book to hurt the Jewish people. But he decided at the last moment to let intellectual integrity and honesty outweigh personal feelings, and the book was published. His conclusion was 13% maximum of those who call themselves Jews today are biological Jews. The remaining 87% are the children of converts. They are Ashkenaz, of the tribe descendant from Japheth. They are not Semitic. They are not Semitic. So says Arthur Koestler. So do not be surprised if you have difficulty finding the book. The Jews don't want to debate the issue. We have challenged them all over the world. You say, you are Jews. If we are wrong, show us. The Europeans found a way to take over Judaism. And now white people in Israel are saying, God gave us the land. There is no promise in the Bible to the convert. The promise is to Abraham and his biological seed. So if you in fact are the seed of the convert, there is no promise at all to you. So if Hitler killed 6 million Jews who were European Jews, and Hitler was a European, give the Jews part of Germany, not of Palestine. If you want to punish Hitler's wrongful deeds, the Palestinians did not kill 6 million Jews. The Jews are not the only ones that recognize that religion is important and must be controlled if you are going to control minds of people. The Christians took Christianity from the Middle East. They read the Bible. They saw in the Bible that Solomon said, I'm black and I am good looking. They read in the Bible that Jesus was described as black and with hair like pure lamb's wool. They said, don't worry about that. We'll fix that up. Just give us a little time. They never read of a white angel with blue eyes and blonde hair. Don't worry about it, they say. We know what we are doing. Jesus became white. God became white. The angels became white. Moses